Established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 1st downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there on the run. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, That really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. Touchdown! Adrian Peterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ross Blacklock on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to look deep now for Landry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns Texans defense has a touchdown. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Hey, Ray, man, let me get Zion, man.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
4 yards remain for second down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harris. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Nah, next league.
Because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back.
I don't know who this nigga Ted think he is, but I'm gonna just end it like that.
And able to make a big-time play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but
I don't give a fuck.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Here's Mayfield.
I already spoke to people, man. We already understand when that shit gonna be in effect.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He funny as hell, boy.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick here is good. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with some.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Houston. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And again this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end Jordan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Henry Ruggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that, Charles, you have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Don't forget the extra point. It's up.
What for Zion, man?
For a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kicks away.
Hell no.
And Smith not going
You sound stupid as fuck, boy. You sound stupider than you look, boy.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news.
I do remember you had Irvin, though. He was Greenwood, bro, but this ain't that year.
Side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play...
So what's up, Ray? What we gonna get done?
The players is putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8.
I'm in the Madden game. And then I gotta go to work, bro. I ain't got time for another game.
That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of
I forgot you ain't got a life, man. You just sit on the game till you see a nigga online.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to
Shit, where's you? You must be off something worse than that. If I'm not. No lie. You must be off some real shit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson rolling to his right.
Bro, you been the only nigga in this bitch talking. What the fuck? Like, nigga been in this bitch talking forever, talking about I just let niggas talk. Shut your ass up, nigga. Been trying to find a trade for Bill for an hour, nigga. Better keep that nigga. Nobody want that nigga.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
We know we gonna get him for the lower off the CPU, man. Just cough him up to the CPU.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Peterson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They toss it left side to Peterson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He's got Jordan complete right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Browns 27.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle, and this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, some strong running. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mayfield. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Hands it off out of the gun, pushing through the contact. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
What we about to do, man?
So for Cleveland, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by
You said what?
winning the home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host
said what, Ray?
the Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they will fall to 1-1.
Nah, I was talking about Wolf for Zion, bro.
This week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
I got some bonus and some other shit. Everybody got niggas off the computer, nigga. What's the fuck? You got Brad Bill off the computer, nigga. You sound stupid as fuck. I'm just saying, shut your ass up, nigga. You mad because I beat the shit out you, nigga? I don't give a fuck, bro.